สวัสดีครับพอจะมีใครได้ยินเสียงไหมเอ่ยวันนี้สวัสดีครับสุรพงษ์วันนี้เป็นยังไงบ้างเอ่ยพอจะมีใครได้ยินหรือเห็นอะไรนี่ไหมก็แป๊บหนึ่งนะวันนี้ก็มีปัญหานิดหน่อยกับเรื่องไลฟ์นะครับคือว่าปัญหาก็คือว่าFacebook เนี่ยเขาก็เริ่มแบบทำอะไรแปลกๆขึ้นมาคือแบบเริ่มไม่ให้แชร์จากใช้ Zoom นะครับพอจะมีใครได้ยินหรือเห็นอะไรนี่ไหมก็เลยแบบอาจจะมาสายนิดๆหน่อยๆก็โอเคเดี๋ยวเราก็มานั่งคุยกันนะคุณชายเจก็รออยู่แล้วเดี๋ยวเราก็ไปส่งไปอินไว้นะครับก็ลองมาดูกันนี่เพจวันนี้ลูกเพจจะทำอะไรกันบ้างเอ่ยเขียนมาด้วยนะครับเดี๋ยวผมก็จะมานั่งอ่านกันโอเควันนี้ก็เป็นวันสำคัญทางคริสตศาสนานะครับเขาเรียกว่าเป็นวัน Good Friday Good Friday ก็คือว่าเป็นวันที่เขาแบบเหมือนกับให้ระลึกถึงพระคริสต์พระคริสต์นะครับเกี่ยวกับพระเจ้าของศาสนาคริสต์ก็คือพระเยซูอะครับคือเขาจะให้แบบคนที่เป็นศาสนาคริสต์เนี่ยนึกถึงพระเยซูที่ถูกพระคริสต์นะครับเกี่ยวกับพระเจ้าของศาสนาคริสต์ก็คืออีสเตอร์ซึ่งวันก่อนเราก็คุยเรื่องอีสเตอร์กับคุณชายอเล็กนะครับแต่ว่าวันนี้เนี่ยเราก็จะมาฟังทางด้านของทางอเมริกานะครับว่าเขาคิดยังไงเกี่ยวกับเรื่อง Good Friday หรืออีสเตอร์นะครับคุณชายเจวันนี้ก็ทำงานตอนเช้าๆแล้วตอนนี้ก็รออยู่ในสายนะครับเดี๋ยวผมก็จะดูว่าโอเคเป็นยังไงนะ Hey man, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yo, how's it going, Mickey?
I am fine. I'm fine. So, what happened today is that I don't know what happened to Facebook, but people start to scream that like Facebook doesn't let Zoom meeting to do the live, and so that's why it was like a bit difficult. Can you hear me?
Is it working now?
It is. It is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It seemed like it was working fine yesterday, no?
It was working fine a couple of days ago, yes. And this morning they just said that like something happened to the Facebook page, and they just don't allow people to do the Zoom meeting anymore. Let me see.
So what's that mean?
Well, I have to do things around, so now it's working. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's But you're saying
It's breaking up, man.
can
Hello?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So you're
So,
saying there's okay.
okay, so let me ask you this. What have you been doing past couple of days?
Okay. Well, the past 3 days, I didn't have to go to work. For anybody who's wondering on the live, what I do for work is here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, I do some gardening and landscaping for a lady in exchange for this apartment you see behind me and a scooter. But the past 3 days, I didn't have to do that. So I took some really long trips on the motorbike through the mountains and through the country. I've started a new diet. So I've been dieting really hardcore. And I also started a new workout routine. So I've been working out a lot and just exploring, going for a lot of walks. I'm trying to walk for 3 hours every day. So I just go for long walks around the area where I'm at. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been spending most of the days reading, working out, and driving the scooter.
Okay, sounds good to me. So,
Yeah.
This weekend it is very important for us, and so what have I been doing past couple of days? I was I didn't do anything much. Well, I slept a lot and ate a lot, and trying to learn about something called Easter. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I remember that like back then, past couple years, I was whenever it was like Easter time, I always go to get some chocolate and eat it.
Yeah.
But this year, like due to the coronavirus and malls like closing everywhere, so I just kind of like didn't do anything of those. But like I still ate chocolate like a monster.
So you couldn't get any chocolate. That's funny. Do you want to know more about Easter, or you know a lot about it?
Yeah, please go ahead. We talked to Alex after we did some live with you a couple of days ago, and he just said that like it's something to do with the Christianity, and yeah,
Yeah.
today
So
I look up on the calendar and they said that it's Good Friday, so it's something interesting going on.
yeah, what Easter is the celebration of the in the Christian religion. Um, there was God's son Jesus,
Hmm?
and Jesus was crucified on the cross. Right? He was
Hmm?
crucified for blasphemy and for the sins of the people, whatever. So he was killed on the cross, and then he got buried in a cave, and then on Easter he came back alive. So it is celebrating the resurrection of Jesus.
Hmm.
And it's really popular like for the about like 6 weeks before Easter. Have you heard of something called Lent?
How do you spell that?
Lent, Lent.
As in borrow?
No, it's that's Lend, Lend.
Oh, uh-huh.
Lent. No, so Lent is it has to do with Easter, and it starts 6 weeks before Easter. And what people do is traditionally they're supposed to become vegan, so they're not supposed to eat any animal products. But now in the modern day adaptation of that, what people do is they give up one luxury. So like my grandma, she celebrates Easter, and she's a Christian. And what she does during Lent a lot is she'll not drink alcohol for 6 weeks.
I think when I live in the England for my first and second year in college, I think people they did something called pancake day, like they just gave up eggs and making pancake. Is that they said that they have to give up food or give up something, give up some kind of yeah.
Yeah, that could be the same thing. I'm not sure about Pancake Day. I've never heard of Pancake Day. But in
Oh,
the UK, there's lots of there's lots of things about Easter that are different than America, so I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that I probably has something to do with Lent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to like give people more time to like focus on their studies of their religion, you know. So like every time that you think about, you know, drinking alcohol, every time you think about whatever you're giving up, then you're reminded of your faith, you know. So you're supposed to spend a lot of time thinking about your faith in that 6 weeks.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
so let's see.
So how do you feel, Nikki, about like the Sokram festival and like that kind of stuff? How do you feel about it being canceled?
Um, nowadays, like well, we had like something called lockdown for like almost 3 weeks now, so it doesn't make me feel different.
It was called what?
We had some lockdown for the past 3 weeks, so it wasn't really big of a deal for me
Oh,
because yeah, it's for me like it made me feel like every day is holiday already. So
because of the lockdown.
yeah.
Because you don't have to do anything.
Well, for me, like Songkran is a similar situation that what you guys call Thanksgiving. We have like something called Family Day, and we have like holiday for 3 days, and we have to stick together with the family. So it's and now like the mall is not open, and I feel like it's already in holiday already because like
Oh, I see.
I have to be stuck
So
with
it's
my family.
basically like, instead of Family Day, it's like Family Month.
Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like extended holiday, huh?
it's pretty much, but well, I don't know. I don't really know much about what's gonna happen for the next couple of days, but I heard that they are not allowed to sell alcohol.
Yeah, so what's the point of that? Like,
So
how is that going to help?
long
Bro?
story short, we were having the social distancing going on, and there are a bunch of like some people just bought alcohol and drink next to the beach, next to the garden, next to the shop that they sell. So like people just thought like, oh yeah, this is not working, so we have to abandon alcohol and we have to ban it.
Oh, so since people can't go out to bars, they're just like partying on the streets.
Yeah, on the beach, on the street, everywhere.
I didn't know about that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So now they're just like saying that, oh yeah, we have to cut down alcohol because like it's gonna save people from gathering together, whatever, for those reasons.
So I heard something kind of crazy from my friend today who I was working with. She said that in Thailand right now, because of the quarantine stuff,
Mm-hmm.
domestic violence has gone up like 45%.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, huh?
Well, let me put it from my perspective, like let me put it this way. They don't for so they don't go out to do the work outdoor. They have to stick together and they have to see each other every day and stay together for a whole period of time. That's gonna kick that's gonna happen. Like they're gonna get bored of each other eventually.
So you think it's justified to hit your partner?
No, I don't think it's justified, but I think it's kind of like little crazy right now that people they don't have like so like it's kind of like the marriage, like when two people are sticking together for so long and they don't have personal space and see each other every day, so it's kind of like they're gonna get tired of each other eventually.
Yeah. No. It seems to me like I don't know, like I'm not a violent person. So like there's nothing that someone could do to me to where I would get so annoyed that I would think about fighting them. So to me, I don't know. It's like a mental health issue, I think. Like I think this is like a good like mirror, you know, for people to see who they really are. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like if you can't take being stuck in the house with your wife for 3 weeks, like I don't know, that's pretty crazy.
No, like stick together with the wife for 3 weeks. Normally, I believe like if you get married, at least they should have like some personal space. Like maybe they can go outside to do something. But now every place is shut down. So like they don't have the way out. So like they have to stick in the house together.
But that's actually not true. I mean, you can go outside. I mean, I go outside every day.
Not
You
to the
just have,
mall. There's no
yeah,
mall.
yeah, but like you can go outside. You don't have to go to the mall. You know, that's so crazy. Just go for a walk
The
before
park.
before you punch your wife. Just go for a walk, right? Like, come on.
Mm,
I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. And like it's the same all over the world. Like domestic violence is way up because of it. It's crazy.
yeah. Now that you speak of it, I can see it. Like I saw on the news. Like yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Mhm. So let's see. What is the thing that you see in Thai people that you never seen in the US? So
Uh,
crazy thing.
yeah. Um, Two things. The first thing is like being so shy. Because in America, we are like, we kind of pride ourselves on not being shy, you know?
Yeah.
So in Thailand, like, I don't know, for example, like people, like, okay, here's a good example. In America, if you walk by someone on the street, they're gonna make eye contact with you, and it's like a challenge, you know? They're gonna look at you and they're gonna see who's gonna look away first, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Playing that thing. Yeah.
Especially when I was in Japan, but in Thailand too. Like people will avoid eye contact at all costs. And I feel like if they make eye contact with you, then they feel like they're disrespecting you.
Yep. 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 Yep.
That's really interesting because I'm like a really personable guy. I really like to make friends and communicate with people. So like when I'm walking down the street, I intentionally try to make eye contact with every single person I walk by and smile at them. But I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people here in Thailand that makes them really uncomfortable.
It yeah. Well, I just spoke to Alex like after I talked to you last time, and I told him that like when I was younger in high school, um, I people said that like, oh, as long as you're smiling and you just keep eye contact to the person that talk to, they gonna want to talk to me anyway. So like what happened to me was that like I just stare, like look and stare, and people said, stop doing that, it's creepy. You keep staring and smiling like with no reason and wait for them to like make the initiate the conversation.
Oh yeah. You just stare them down. Was it?
Yeah, I'm like, hmm.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, when are you gonna talk to me? Say anything first.
Yeah, no, but that is a good strategy though. I mean, because a lot of people, like how I said, you know, with the eye contact, it's like a challenge.
Mhm.
But if you smile, then it's like, okay, this is just a nice guy. He doesn't want to challenge me, or he's not, you know, on some weird stuff. He's just a nice guy.
Well, it's not really happening. Like I mean, like people said, stop staring at me. Like you look at me for like an hour.
Well, well, that's one thing. I mean, I don't know. Are you staring at people for an hour straight? That's weird.
That was when I was younger. I was like, please talk to me. Please notice me. Please talk to me. But yeah,
You you would stare at them for an hour,
maybe.
like from across the room, or what?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's strange. That's
Okay. So let me pull this thing off. A lot of my friends or people that I work with for my page are in like they are asking me about this kind of thing. Like Thai people always like have this kind of thing.
Is that Tiger Balm?
Yes.
I love Tiger. Yeah, okay.
And the other thing is like something that you stuck in your nose and yeah. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have used them before. I think they're great.
Uh-huh. So yeah so a lot of
Is it a form of like aromatherapy?
yes, aromatherapy, yes. But like when I was in LA or when I was in Pennsylvania or Boston, they always say like they always say like, oh, when I come to Asia, I always see these kind of people have like they asking me like, are you not are you snorting cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, no, it's not cocaine. Oh,
It's such
yeah,
a silly.
and people was like, oh, are you guys like addicted to like some kind of like smelling thing? Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. So what's the other thing? It was Tiger Balm, right?
one is Tiger Balm. The other one is the Chinese one. My mom has it and she used it. It's like the oil. The oil. This one is more like This one is more like the wax, like the bee wax.
Yeah. So I use that stuff that with the wax all the time because it's really good for your skin and for your muscles.
Mhm.
But I've never seen the other one.
The other one is more like oily, like you just like take it out and do it like that and apply it on your nose or maybe like your. It's the same thing as Tiger Balm.
Huh. Wait, so is Tiger Balm, is that for aromatherapy?
Tiger
Because
Balm
I
is
thought Tiger Balm was like lotion.
Tiger Balm is like is it's they are the same thing. I mean they are for the same function, but one is more like wax, the other one is more like oil.
But like, do you use Tiger Balm for the smell, or do you use it like to apply on like rashes and like bruised muscles and stuff?
My mom tried to use it for bruising and stuff, but like for me, I don't really use it. I mean like
Mm.
when I went to your country, like people just like asking me like, oh, what is that smell? So I didn't use it, and yeah, well um
Huh. Yeah, I think that stuff's really good though. I think it's like quality stuff. And like I use it just like as a skin cream. I don't use it for like the aromatherapy. I put it all over my body, all over my face, everywhere.
have you tried to put it on your all your body and then like get into like get burned?
Yeah, I don't put it on my private parts. I've made that mistake once. But I kind of like when you put it on your face and it really burns and makes you cry. I think it's good for your sinuses.
Yeah, well,
It's really intense though.
it is yeah, I when one of my friends, I bought it and then I gave it to him and he was like he put it on and he was like, oh, it's burned, what is that thing? And I'm like, it's supposed to be for applying on the bruise, it's not supposed to apply on sensitive part.
Oh, he put it on his private part too?
I I Yeah, probably.
Crazy.
Yeah. So the other thing that you said about you said it to me about the Easter. So you said that Easter and the Good Friday, they are separate day.
So what Good Friday is Good Friday is the Friday before Easter. Easter is always on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So Good Friday is the Friday right before that. And that I think that was the day that Jesus died. And then he comes back alive on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. So in Thailand, we have something called Thai New Year, which we call it Songkran, and there are 3 days of Songkran. What we do, so like it's like Thanksgiving, like it's like the day that like people in the family is supposed to get together, and for the religions, for the religion, yeah, for the religion, we believe that Songkran is like when the sun moved to the Aries sign of of the astrology.
Uh-huh.
So the first day that the sun moved into the Aries sign, we call it Mahasongkran, which is like we celebrate for like it's like the real New Year of Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just like put what we do is like we go to the elder and we have the water and then we pour it in their hand and asking for them for the blessing from from the elder of the family, the eldest of the family. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's similar for me who has like the Chinese blood. Like we go to the elder and we said, please give me the money.
Mm. So we do a similar thing for Christianity
Mhm.
on I think it's the Sunday before Easter. You are supposed to wash the elders' feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
remember.
because when I was growing up, I had really religious grandma, and I would go to church with her a lot. And I remember as a kid, I'd always wash all the people's feet on the Sunday before Easter. And it's kind of the same thing, like you're showing the respect, and you're like getting blessed by them.
Do they tip you?
No, no, no.
That would be good if they.
They tip you in a holy blessing.
Okay. Is that in the amount of money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think it's a fun holiday
It should be fun.
because it's
So
kind of like that was like the more religious aspect of it. But now it's really just turned into a day that you spend with your family and a day that's fun for kids because you have the Easter bunny and you go on Easter egg hunts and it's like turned into like it's kind of been commercialized or a little bit, but like, it's a fun day for the kids.
why is the rabbit?
Yeah. Easter bunny. I don't know where the Easter bunny comes from, honestly. I think he comes from I think he's like an Irish thing.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I don't know. But I think that that's totally separate from the religious foundation of the holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But like, there's nothing about Jesus, having an Easter bunny or something. I don't know where that's from.
I just saw American God, the television, and I think the first season they just talk about the Easter, and they said that the Jesus and Easter they are two separate things.
Um, I mean, so I don't know if the word Easter particularly pertains to the religious holiday,
Mhm.
but like the holiday itself originated from Jesus's resurrection.
Yeah.
But maybe the word Easter means something else. I don't know what Easter the word means.
Um. Yeah. So like in the American God, there is like one goddess called did she called she's I think she was called Easter, but she said that like oh yeah she was like misunderstood to be like part of the Christianity, but like that is like the how the author put it together.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. What was the name of the show?
American Gods.
I've never heard of that show. Can you tell me about that show?
Um American God hold on let me pull it all
Like your
um,
God, like God, right?
GODS.
American Gods, huh?
Yeah. So the American Gods, it's like the television series about well, like the concept of the story is that they have like people moving to America, to your country, and it's kind of like the concept of the USA, like your country has like so many people from different part of the world like moving into to your country, and they so like the concept said that like, oh, when those people move to the US, they brought their gods with them, and so like they are, so like in the US, like there are so many culture, and then there are so many gods that move from their own country to the US.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. That's definitely true. But I
So,
also, yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, as far as like, if like, do you think that there's a common God or a common American ideal that like unites the people, or no?
No, I don't think so. For me, like I'm not well, my mom is really religious, but like as for me, like when I was younger, I was like the I was in the Buddhist family, and then I went to Catholic school in Thailand, and then I moved to
Is
Christian.
mom is your mom, is she Buddhist or Catholic?
She's Buddhist, but like so many people in Thailand, they believe that if you go to Catholic school, they are they're gonna be able to learn much more better education than high school, because like they have like some foreigner like policy from the education from other country to improve the country of like the school in that have
Yeah.
like, yeah. So I went to the Catholic school called Assumption University, and then I moved to the US, and it was like Christian school in the town of Jewish town.
So when you lived in the U.S., did you live with a host family, or how did that work?
I lived in the dormitory by myself.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like the Christian school in the Jewish town area. And and then like when I went to college, like it's kind of like religion, it's not really matter for me that much, because like I feel like I got lost in between those kind of like the concept of religion and people who worship it.
Because you were learning so many different ones, and like you didn't really ever find, like you didn't ever stick with one.
Kind of like that. Like think about that. Like if you were me, you are Thai who is Buddhist, living in the Jewish town, but in the school that like kind of like making you go to church, and you're gonna
Mm.
be like, what am I doing?
I can understand it can be confusing, but like, what did it tell you about religion? Like, did you come to any kind of like conclusion, or did you just stay confused?
I just make religion for me is like kind of like personal identity. It's not something that I want to go to do the worship thing, but it's more like the identity of myself, like how I perceive myself to identify. But it's
Mm.
not something I have to practice, or I have to go to church or temple or anything on the weekend on the religious day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Same concept to the Jewish. Like people said I'm Jewish, but like some people they're just like, yeah, I don't go to temple. I'm just Jewish because like identity, and I'm like, is that like is that like culture, or is it like nation, or they said I'm Jewish, and so the same to me. Like I say that I'm Buddhist, and the same method like how Jewish people identify themselves.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I think that like religion really is best for just like giving people like a moralistic way to approach life, you know?
Mhm.
And when I say moralistic, I just mean like gives people a way to act that they can believe is right, you know?
Mhm.
Like keeps them to be a good person.
Are you a good person, Jay?
I well, I don't like to like use those kind of those kind of words when I define anything. Like, what does good mean? Like, what do you constitute as good?
I don't know. Like in Buddhism, we have like five rules that we shouldn't break. Do not kill other people. Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not take other people's love. And those are four. And the last one, I hold on 1 second.
Do you forget? Come on, man.
I have to. Let's see. Basic Buddhism, five basic belief. Well, so it's like I don't know. It's just I
Okay, moving moving on.
moving on. So for me, like I think I lied a lot. I mean, like for example, like I have to lie to make people feel better, and I don't like to have conflict, so I keep lying to other people. So that's there you go. Like the first basic rule, first basic law of Buddhism. Like I already broke it.
Yeah, I mean, but isn't Buddhism all about transcending your mind?
Not really. Buddhist is more like how to live their life to be better person.
Yeah, but like the main foundation of Buddhism is like your mind is chaos, right?
Yeah.
So transcend your thoughts. So then how could you have bad and good be even like things that are real if you're not using your rational mind?
I don't know. First basic rule: do not kill. I don't kill. Do not steal. Maybe. Do not lie. Do not misuse of the sex. Do not consume alcohol. Oh yeah, the last one is do not consume alcohol or drug. Which I don't know. It's kind of like all of them. They are like more like the common sense to how to be a good person, living in
Yeah,
the society.
yeah. And I think that's the main point of religion. It's just everyone can get along and live in a society. Because, like, think about it this way. Imagine if life is a board game and everyone decides that they want to play a different board game. So no one knows the rules of everyone else's board game. So you're all playing different games with different rules. It wouldn't work, right? Nobody would understand each other.
That's correct. Yeah. Um, it's kind of like we have to make everyone play the same basic rule.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, you got to all play the same game. So you have a couple of the main religions that all basically say the same thing. So everyone can play the same basic game. It doesn't really change if you're a Christian or a Buddhist or a Muslim or whatever. It's like basically don't kill, don't steal, don't lie, don't hurt other people.
Don't do drugs.
Those are like the basic rules of the games, right?
Yeah.
There are like some different ideas about gods and goddesses and different stories, but they're all saying the same things, I think. And I think it's really fun to try to look at religions and religious stories just as metaphors, for like higher truths. But that's a little bit deep. Maybe it's not best for this.
So Jay, so how do you define yourself to be a good person?
So I think that something that is truly evil is causing unnecessary suffering for other people. So that's one thing I know that I shouldn't do, is cause unnecessary suffering for the people. So I don't do that. And that by itself helps me believe I'm a good person. And the next thing that's most important to me is to live without any illusions. So what I mean by illusions are live my life in accordance with things that are real and things that can be not like personal illusions. So that's kind of a harder one, because then it goes into like the Buddhist idea of like your thoughts in your mind being chaotic. So I try not to listen to my mind a lot, and I try just to make sure I'm not causing suffering for other people. And I think being of service to other people is really important. So as long as I'm not causing other people to suffer, I'm giving back to the world somehow with my time and energy, and I'm being honest with myself, then I think I'm a good person.
That's very deep, man. For me, like I just feel like I want to do something good for other people, and because like I live in so many places, so many countries, and back then like there was no internet, and now we have internet, and we have like a lot of technology. So I would like to share my experience through my page, and it just it's just like how to give it back, I think. And so far like I was procrastinating, and I was like busy with my job, but now like we have social distancing, which kind of like cooling down my other jobs.
What kind of a job?
um well I am well let's see, my family has a business in jewelry. So we do like sending jewelry to other country, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then I just become like consuming to me lately, and now it's just kind of like I'm just, when I was in the US, I thought of myself as being like independent artist. I used to like kind of like do like the short story and do some movie thing with other friends, but now
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like stuck between like my family destiny and myself.
Yeah, family destiny. What do you mean by that? Like having to work in the jewelry business?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel forced? Do you feel forced or fortunate?
It's both way. I mean like because I got degree from the other country, I got like three degrees already. And so like when I it's difficult for me to get a job in this country, because like they just said like, oh, your education is overqualified. So it's
So,
kind of
so it
yeah,
makes it difficult to get a job
yeah,
because you're overqualified, so they think you want to get paid more.
yeah, yeah.
So it kind of backfired, huh?
It didn't go so well, yeah. So like when they saw that like, oh, like in my country, like if you have like, if you it was fine if you can speak English, but it's not so fine if you have the degree. And if you have like the profile like spending time in the US for like 20 years, they said no, sorry, it's overqualified. And
Well, but so what's the problem with being overqualified? Like, what are they worried about?
um a lot of organization, this is what I learned from this is what I learned from in the business. Like the boss doesn't like people to have like more ideas than themselves.
Oh, so they worry about you becoming the boss.
Better than the boss.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Don't want to have anybody climbing the ropes too fast or too. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Wow,
So yeah. So I start doing this
that's crazy,
blog.
huh?
Yep. To share my idea. Yeah.
How is your YouTube channel? How many subscribers do you have? How many views is it
I got like
going?
I got like 2,700, almost 3,000, 2,000 something. But it's yeah, the end of last year I was sick, So I had to do like the leg surgery. So I kind of like slowing it down. And the beginning of this year, like I thought I was gonna do some kind of like um I was gonna do short story. Um, I talked to some of my friends to develop a plot, and now it's like we have to stop because like we we cannot shoot the movie yet because of
Yeah. So what was the leg surgery about?
I think I cannot pronounce. I don't know. I hold on one sec. Um, is called abes a asbestos
Asbestos?
a
That's
b yeah.
that's like a type of like viral infection that you
Yeah.
get from you got asbestos in your leg?
Yep.
How?
Um, one day I was like in my room and then I got like the mosquito or some bug bit me in my leg at like my legs, and then like the next couple of days that wound is kind of like more bigger and it's like hotter. And then I went to see doctor. Doctor said that, oh yeah, you got this one. You have to wait until like it like break. The wound is like swollen and start to break enough.
Can you spell it for me again?
ABSCSS.
Do one more time.
ABSCESS.
Oh, an abscess. Oh, abscess. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I understand. So you had to get a surgery for it? Surgery means like they cut it open.
Yes,
They cut your leg open and they put you under like you were unconscious.
it was minus. It wasn't that huge surgery. It's more like you have the wound and then they just like put the knife and then
How big was it?
um could like index finger.
Like that long?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was bad.
And then like when I got it cut, I have to wait for it to heal. I mean like I had to go to hospital every day to get the wound clean. For I had to go there for like 3 weeks every day.
Huh? Wow.
Yeah, and then when it was getting big, when it was getting fine, I have to do the second surgery to take that the infected the infected skin off.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So when you say short story, like what kind of a short story are you meaning? Like you're gonna do a movie? That or like an animation or
It's like a short story, like it was like more like it's like short story like the movie, but I plan it to do like episode, maybe like three or four like short 3 or 4 8-minute clips, put it on my YouTube thing because like to be honest like I was thinking about getting back to do like the short story stuff. And yeah, I when I was I last year I went on a competition called HOOQ, which is like one of the media thing in Southeast Asia. It's like Netflix, but like it's for the Southeast Asia thing. And I presented my project, and I felt like yeah, I didn't update my AMDB or the portfolio for the for like the past 2 years.
Hmm.
So I just needed to like get back to do my own um the filmmaking the thing like
Uh-huh. So what would be like if you could think of something just real quick on the spot, what would be the kind of plot that would interest you?
for me right now. I'm thinking about doing the mental health and the yeah, more like mental health and sexuality.
Mental health and sexuality?
Yeah, well for me like I'm at the point of my life that I would like to adopt a son, but I'm not into like dating.
So you're not into gay things?
Dating.
Oh, dating. Yeah, okay.
I'm not into the dating, and I'm just feeling like I want to settle down and have like some have like my own son or daughter or whatever I can adopt.
But you
And
don't
I don't feel like I want to do dating. I almost got married twice already, but
really.
yeah. Before I came back, I talked to my friend who I had a good relationship for like almost 10 years.
Wow.
And so in the end, like I got cold feet. So I didn't go through with the wedding, the marriage or whatever, the ceremonial, and then I moved back to Thailand.
Wait, so you had the day set up and everything was ready to go,
Kind of like that, yeah.
and you ran away.
I didn't run away. I got cold feet, and then I talked to that person and said that I don't feel right.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
mean, it's probably the right decision. It's good that you weren't scared to make it.
it's so in the end I just figured out that like maybe I'm not into like the relationship stuff. Maybe I'm just more like I just want to have like do like my own thing and maybe like adopt someone, but not but still like when I moved back to Thailand, I was the adopting in my country. Um, they said that like they are not allowed to see they are not allowed single dad to adopt. So that thing I would like to change that.
I see. Yeah, but that actually does. I don't know. You have to think about this. Like, it's pretty traumatic for a kid to only have one parent. It's not good for their mental health to not have a mother and a father.
My mom is a single mom, and I'm still alright.
I mean, okay, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's not about you, Mickey. It's about the meta truth of it. You know what I mean?
Hmm?
It's about like the overarching like statistics and science that have been done all around the world by hundreds of thousands of scientists and researchers and psychologists and therapists about that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it makes sense why the Thai government doesn't let that happen.
Too bad for them then.
So you think through your short film, maybe you can change their minds?
Um, I don't want to scream like yeah I have right on those kind of thing, but a lot of my friends, a lot of people, a lot of people in my community, they said that like oh yeah we can do whatever we want to, but the Thai law is like still like old and not really updated. Um, for example, like in your country, you can adopt Chinese people and maybe like some people from some European country. But for Thailand, like they just said like, oh, you have to be like you cannot be single parent. And I'm like, okay, sure, but like there are so many people in your community for it's like they call I think you guys call them foster.
Yep.
So like there are a lot of community for the in the foster system, and I can do that. I mean, for me, like I feel like I have like economical, educational, everything. I got everything right on track. But the only thing that I don't have is like I don't feel like I wanna marry it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a tricky situation. I mean, but I do think that eventually in your life you'll probably want to have a wife. Do you think you would ever want a wife? You ever want a partner? Why?
Taking too much time, man. So many games taking too much time. I mean, like I can if I cut out like the dating life, like I can do a lot of things that worthwhile for my life and for my interest.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, like I have been I have to quote Steak and the City. I mean, like I have been dating since I was 15, and I'm exhausted. I cannot find a person.
I understand. It's tricky. It's tricky, man.
Hmm?
I think that something's missing from a man's or a woman's life when they don't have a partner. Because I mean, it's in our biology. It's in our biology to want to balance out with the other energy, you know.
Well, I used to think like that I need like someone, but now I'm just kind of like I almost like got married twice, and I'm like I don't feel like I like.
It's not that you need them. It has nothing to do with needs, but it just has to do with like the intrinsic wanting and the intrinsic longing to have one, someone who cares about you, and two, someone that has this kind of different opposing energy about them that balances you out. I think that, you know, we can't get away from that biological necessity.
Let,
But I'm not
let
not
me
trying
put
to
it
push it.
let me put it this way, Jay. I got like 3 degrees. I almost like got a PhD. I have like family that that love me. I have financial security. How the hell am I gonna find that person who has like 3 or 4 degrees and can challenge me and have like financial secure and have like spent so much time like living abroad so long?
I don't know. I mean, that sounds really narcissistic.
It's
Sounds
very
really
unique. I mean, if
that's
we talk about
like
if we talk about like
that sounds really shallow and narcissistic what you just said.
no, if you are talking about like having like someone that like compromise and can like be able to compare your energy and such, and I'm like, how the hell am I gonna find someone who has a similar profile like mine?
Well, it's not about a similar professional profile. It has nothing to do with that. And
Oh,
I mean, like I don't know. Yeah, do you want someone to challenge you? Why do you want that? That's not what I meant at all.
um, because I feel like sometimes if I try to find someone who is agreeable to me, I'm just feeling like I if I have to find someone who is like saying yes to me every time, it's not really it's not really like worth taking it. I mean, like I can throw the money to therapy and then she just like agree with everything I say. I mean, if I have to find some partner, the person would have to help me to understand other other thing.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. I don't know. I think you'll change how you feel about that at some point in your life, but I understand where you're coming from now. I
Mhm.
totally do.
What about you? What are you looking for in your relationship?
Um, I haven't had really any relationships, so I'm kind of just looking to have some and experience what it means to be vulnerable to a woman and just be vulnerable in general and kind of feel my emotions because I've been like a very like rational linear guy for a really long time. Like I kind of became like the military leader, if that makes sense. Like totally totally detached from my emotions and just able to make really good rational decisions under pressure. That's kind of the person that I've been for a long time. So recently I had a relationship with a woman, and like it was the first time in my life that like I was like really vulnerable and honest with her. And it was like, wow, this is a whole new side of me that I didn't really know existed. So I kind of just want to have a bunch of different kinds of relationships and meet different kinds of women and see how it affects me and how our relationship is.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
Mm,
like exploring is good.
yeah.
Um, maybe like you will learn something. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have too many expectations about it really, but um I just know that I want to meet and have relationships with lots of different kinds of people so I can figure out, I don't know, what I really enjoy. Because, like, this first relationship that I had, it kind of confused me because I wasn't sure if I liked the woman or if I just liked having a partner. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really know, like, I mean, she's a great woman, and I think, I mean, yeah, she's a great woman, amazing woman. But it's like, you know, do I love her, or do I just love having someone there for me and someone who cares about me and a partner, you know?
I see. Well, my last relationship with the person that I almost got married to, that person it was very good for me, but at the end of the day, like I was thinking, like, am I having the am I having like the concept of like I want to get married because of I can go and tell other people that I'm not single anymore, or I want to get married because I really like that person.
Uh-huh.
And then like so many ideas came to my mind, like is it just me that need to have someone to be like security blanket for me, and or like I really like that person.
I understand. Yeah, that's good that you're being so honest with yourself, though.
Yeah, and in the end I just feel like no, I just like that person to be like to be around with me because like it make me feel better, not like because of I have like feeling like I love that person.
Yeah. Have we gotten anybody watching this? Any comments or anything?
Let's see. Um, I there are two other people, and there are like 250 people that have been watched it.
Hmm.
One person share.
Because I'm kind of thinking if there's no questions, then we can call it a night, huh?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty tired.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, bro. It was good talking to you. Hopefully next time we can get some questions, get the people involved. Let's try to think of some ways we can get the people involved.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good for the page and good for us and stuff to have discussions.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your sister and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me, Mickey. Peace. Sweet dreams.
Yeah. Bye.